Hello there. In this class we are going to be discussing how we can create a basic HTML page in our website course. So first of all, when we are to create a web page, we need to have the basic knowledge with working with the desktop environment. For example, so we are saying that when you're to work with this course or for this class, you must have a basic introduction to computing knowledge. Like, for example, you've got to know how to create folders like this one. You've got to know how to create files. You've got to know how maybe to copy and paste. That is some of the basic introduction to computer knowledge. So before attending this class, we expect you to have that already as one of the key skills you must have. Now, in this video, we must have a text editor to help us type in our codes. Like, for example, if I'm to type in my codes, or we call it HTML tags, we must have, if I'm to search down here on the start button, click start, then type in what you want, Notepad. We have several text editors that you must install on your computer to have your code typed. For example, we have this inbuilt one, Notepad, in case you don't have any text editor. But you can as well have the Notepad++. Just go on Google and download, type in Notepad++, and follow along. From the Notepad website, you will be able to download the current version you want and install it on your computer. Now that we have in this Notepad there, I'm going to create a quick access icon here for Notepad. So I'll search for it, right click, then pin on taskbar. You know, this is the taskbar from here all the way to this side. So we've got it right here. Now, we have other text editors, or call them web authoring software. You can search on Google and find many, and then use the one that you want. We're having NetBeans, we're having so many others, like Dreamweaver, and so many. So for me, my interest is in using Notepad as per this class. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'll start by creating and saving a new page. And actually, I'm going to, first of all, one of the principles is that you have to create a folder first where you organize all your web pages. So to create a folder, you right click in free space, click new, and then follow the procedures like I've done. Give it a name, and then you have your website. Sorry, your folder named as maybe anything you want. In this case, I'm naming it as HTML lecture. After that, after I've, of course, loaded my text editor, which is Notepad, let me increase the size of it. Here, I'm trying to zoom it in. And then I'll have the HTML as the basic tags that you you must include in your HTML page, so as to have yourself create the document object model for the HTML document. Actually, we shall call it a web page after it is done. So let me quickly type all these things. But remember, in HTML, as we said earlier in the first class, we have the opening tag and the closing tag. The opening tag defines the language you're going to use, and it is a hypertext markup language. And then in here we create the head. Now the head is the browser's classroom. It is within this head that the browser gets instructions on how to display the contents of the body. And within the head tag, we create the title for the web page. And therefore, let me pull this down, then also this down, and I'll press the tab key to indent the title. This shows that the title is embedded within the head tag. Now, after that, I will as well type in the body, then body here, and then after that, remember we always have the opening tag and the closing tag. The opening tag and the closing tag. If you are to look at this carefully, you will see that the opening tag has no this slash, or we call it the forward slash. So what makes these two tags different? What makes this one a closing tag, sorry, an opening tag, is because it does not have a slash, a forward slash like this one does. So this becomes the closing tag, and then this one becomes the opening tag. So it is from the title here that we put our title, our web page title. For example, I am putting introduction to HTML. And then in the body we have nothing there yet, so this file is not saved, so I'll click on this one to save all the files. Maybe if I had opened the many files here that are not saved, or this if I'm saving only one. As you see, I'm only having one file, so I can click this one, and then on the desktop I look for this folder, so I click desktop here, scroll down, and I will find my folder, and then right here I'll name this file index, and then the format will be .html. So let me search for the format from down here, and then look for hypertext markup language, which has these many file extensions. So let me click right on that, and remember we already opened our HTML folder. It is our folder called HTML lecture, and then we save that. So when you save, you see the color turns to blue as defined, and then the color of the HTML elements turns to blue, and then the normal text remains to be black. So this is the basic code that we use to create basic HTML pages. And if I open up here in my folder where I have saved the file, it will now, because of the .html extension, this file reads in a browser, and in this case I have the Edge or Internet Edge as a browser that is available to read my HTML file. And in future videos or in future lectures, I'll be installing other browsers that will read our files. So now let me double click on this basic HTML page and we see what we have according to our code. Sorry. Let me open it up. Open it up. Moment. So when I open up this HTML page we saved, you will see that in the border section, sorry, let me start from up here. In the head section, which is up here, it is displaying the title that is embedded within that head tag, and then you see that introduction to HTML is being read there. And then in the body we have nothing yet. That's why the entire body of the browser is empty. Then in the body I can add new things, maybe something. For example, welcome to BigBrain Institute. Oh, sorry. Let me drag it down here. Welcome to BigBrain Institute. Computer School. So you make sure you don't forget to save. I have pressed Ctrl S on my keyboard. That's why you see these are inactive, because I've already saved. Now after that, I can refresh right here, and you see that the contents of the body have been displayed right here. And therefore, after you mastered that, those few procedures, you can now create yourself a simple web page we refer to as a basic HTML page. For example, if I review this, we first of all identified that we need special skills. Introduction to computer skills like creating folders, creating subfolders within folders, creating files, saving those files, and then we saw that we need a text editor. In this case, for this lecture, we downloaded Notepad++. You can download it from Google and install it on your computer. Now after that, we created a folder, and then we created the hours here, HTML lecture, and then opened up Notepad, and then used the Notepad to typeset in these HTML elements or HTML markup tags, and then saved that file into this folder. And then after saving, we created this file. Yeah, of course it is a file, but it is an HTML file because we saved it as .html. And for that .html extension, it opens up in a browser. And then if we double click on it, we can see the results of our file that we saved. And therefore, for that basic knowledge, let us meet in the next lecture about formatting HTML elements. Okay.